Let's quickly run over the deck list. It's, as you can see, pretty much stock Boros Energy, so we have all our good 1-drops, God of Souls, Ocelot Pride, and 3 Ragavan. If we would be running Blood Moon, we could also play 4 Ragavan, but I'm not really high on that right now. We have a split of 2 Thraben Charm and 2 Voice of Victory. You could also be a bit more aggressive and only play 1 Thraben Charm and 3 Voice, but I really like having some versatility in the main deck, especially with Living End being a bit more prevalent right now, and we are really light on Graveyard Hate in our sideboard, obviously also for Ajani. 4th Plage, nothing really to tell about there, and our values drops are 3 Seasoned Pyromancer and 2 Fable of the Mirror Breaker. You could also be a bit more aggressive with 4 Seasoned Pyromancer and 1 Fable, but I really like the flexibility it provides, especially on turn 2. I prefer playing Fable of the Mirror Breaker if I hit this Ragavan first to have a bit more time to set up for the future turns. Our sideboard, these 4 obviously against Big Mana and Eldrazi. We have 2 Showdown of the Skulls against grindy matchups, Ghost Vacuum for Graveyard Hate against Flage, Weird Hair for the Mirror against random artifact decks, against stuff like Amulet Titan, Wrath of the Skies also against other Saga decks and such, Celestial Purge for the Mirror, for Catramose, and maybe some Jund Reanimator deck, Orm's Chant, and Deafening Silence against combo. So we're pretty stock up, and I think we're ready to go. Hello everybody, just a quick break before we start the games. This is literally the first league I'm uploading to YouTube, so if there's any way I can improve my content, any decks you would like to see, please just let me know. I really think those were some interesting games and some unexpected matchups for Modern Leagues these days. So stick through till the end, and I hope you enjoy it. Leave a comment and tell me what I can improve the next one. One mulligans to 6 will also mulligan. This already looks way better. Fortunately we are on the draw, but we are still stacked with threats for a 6-card hand. Let's put on the bottom one of the Sacred Foundries. Do have our fetch land to grab anything we need. Opponent probably on Prowess. That's Prowess. We'll just start with a God of Souls, in case his only interaction is a Lava Dart and he doesn't have a Lightning Bolt. So we get to resolve some life gain. That's not Prowess. Or is it? It is Prowess, but it's not somehow. This Arena of Glory definitely is interesting. What could he play? Does he play maybe like Crackling Drake? It's more of mills another Swift Spear and another Bauble. Definitely interesting. Yeah, we just take the 2. Ooh. That's also kinda nice. It's a question if we play Ocelot into Ragavan or do we just play the Ajani? I think we'll actually play both of those to give Ragavan flying next turn and gain 1 more life because of the Ocelot token. Might be less mana efficient in case we draw like a Goblin Bombardment because we don't have Ajani on board and play Ocelot for more token in the next turn. But if we get to give flank to our Ragavan, we should be able to have more mana at our disposal actually. Opponent exiles a Lightning Bolt, does have another land. What does he go after? All 3 are pretty good targets. Probably the God of Souls. It's Temur. Goes after the God of Souls, yeah. We'll just jump with the cat token. Take 6 in the air, that's more damage than we want to take. Opponent also has a lava dart in the yard now. That's pretty disgusting, actually. Keeps the Swift Spear back. Shiny Zoe has to lava dart now. Doesn't lava dart now. That's a mistake. Even if that means he gets to get rid of both, because he can lava dart one, block the other with the Swift Spear. It also means that our Ajani flips. Yep. If I just attacked with the Ocelot Pride, we would have still gotten life, because he could have lava darted to kill the Ragavan, so he would have still triggered the Ocelot. Should have just attacked with only the Ocelot. And if he didn't kill the Ragavan, we would have read a red permanent now. Would have been good. Fortunately, that's not the case, but we do get to uptick our Ajani, so he has to swing at him with both DRCs, and we do have some bigger cats. Exerts the Arena of Glory. Dreadhorde Arcanist. Okay, that's spicy. I see your opponent. That's pretty good. It's able to get back the Lightning Bolt as well. Full swing. Post DRC at Ajani. The Arcanist gets to bolt our Ocelot Pride. That's pretty nasty. Yeah. That's pretty nasty. Do get to trade that guy away. We need to find an answer for the DRCs. Opponent is down to 1 mana next turn, which is pretty okay. Do we play the Spyro now to draw more cards, or do we answer DRC right now? Opponent is down to 1 mana. I think we have to answer the DRC right now, not just be dead. It's kinda hurt to leave up that much mana, but if we didn't find an answer right there, it would have also been super bad. Abundant Harvest as a cantrip. Also interesting. That's an interesting build. Opponent did look for a land. Finds the Steam Vents. Is that what I expected? Now let's go for the Spyro. See a Ocelot. If we survive the next turn and our opponent doesn't have too much burn, we might be able to rebuild, because we do have another answer to the DRC. Opponent finds another land. He has only 2 spells, but a lot of spells could be lethal right there. Unholy Heat into the graveyard. That's okay. Won't probably realize that he doesn't win by controlling the board, that he just has to find some burn. Steel Cutter, sure. Probably no second spell, yeah. Okay, that's nice, that's nice. You play the land. You won't really be doing anything with it. And let's get in with the big cat token, because we do have to apply some pressure. Down to only 2 cards. One Arcanist does trigger the Steel Cutter, but makes it so the token can't attack yet. There's only Unholy Hit and Abundant Harvest at targets for the Arcanist so far, unless he also has a Mutagenic Growth, which would suck, because then he could grab an Expressive Iteration and dig a lot deeper. Does accept the Arena of Glory. Looks like an Arcanist. Don't know what else our opponent would accept the Arena of Glory for. It is another Arcanist. Okay. Arcanist probably... might be either. Removal is okay. The Abundant Harvest might find something impressive. Another Lightning Bolt or something. What do you choose? Chooses to harvest. Probably for non-land. Finds an Expressive Iteration. That's a good hit. That's a terrifying hit. That's a terrifying one. Last card is a land. I think we have to go for Surveillance. Even though this makes Lightning Bolt lethal, we know our opponent's last card in hand is Expressive Iteration. But I think we have to find something. That's probably not it. Let's just keep everything back in case it's only pumping. Because of the trample from the monk. That's the iteration. What do we find, opponent? Takes a land and the other card's a bolt. Okay. This looks good. This looks really good. Let's just start with a Deafening Silence to annoy our opponent. Harvest, Nature's Claim. Pick your poison, okay. That's a way to answer the Deafening Silence, for sure. Missing a land drop kinda sucks right here. Fail would have been really good. I have not seen Pick Your Poison in years. Sure. That's nice. Just go in. Lava Dart. Annoying. But at least we get to exile it. BRC. Another Pick Your Poison. Makes us sacrifice our Ghost Vacuum. Sure. Arcanist? These Arcanists have been looking pretty decent. Another Pick Your Poison makes us sacrifice our favor. Keeps the card on top. Keep the card on top. I'm not quite sure. I think it's the rather disguise there. Could have also gone for the full-blown board wipe. Could have also waited a turn for the board wipe and only played the Ocelot. One of the spots where these empowerments does feel a lot worse than Fable, because it doesn't give us that much agency. It's a Lava Dart of the DLC trigger. At least there is no target for the Pick Your Poison. And if he flashbacks the Lava Dart like that, it's pretty bad. Is it a lightning bolt? Please don't tell me it's a lightning bolt. These Arcanists are going crazy. Oh. It's a good plate, I guess. Or bombardment. Bombardment would also be great. Should have gone for the board wipe. You cutter. These days no hits for the Arcanists in the yard right now. Barnet Harvest, okay, so that's pretty bad. Finds another lightning bolt. Gosh damn it. Opponent is punting. Gets rid of his delirium. Oh no, he did hit a creature into the yard. Oh, those are some nasty hits. Flager bust, pretty much. Is it the mirror? Most likely creativity. That's interesting. That's a name I've not heard in years. Could also be a strange Zoom mana base, I guess. It's creativity. Interesting. We're in for a treat, everybody. Discards Archon and Persist. So he 100% has another Persist in the end. That's pretty bad. With 3 Archons, still is good. And we're also low on graveyard tape. I mean, we could top deck this Raid and Charm, but even post-board, we are not well equipped. And it looks like he also has an answer for the Ocelot. Yeah. Won't even have spare token to sacrifice. That's rough. No need to play the Ocelot because we will have to sacrifice it to the Archon trigger. Weirdly slow rolling his persist. Yes, we know about this one opponent. Let's get rid of our Flage. Spyro, get rid of the small stuff. That's one way to answer Archon next turn. That's kinda nice. Get rid of this, let's discard a land. 5 more to the dome. We are still in it though. Opponent only played a Dwarven last turn. Is it a favor? Most likely. Yeah. We can deal with that, we can deal with that. Just no second persist, please. Can also go for Guide, Ocelot, and discharge the Archon. I think just getting the Flage now leaves a lot more pressure on the board. And also gets more life. You have to get rid of everything but the Flage and only can't answer 1 Archon. So that would definitely be bad. Looks like a Ren and 6. That's absolutely perfect. If it's just a Ren and 6, we're totally in the business. It's just a random 6, nice. That's pretty much perfect for us. This means we can play our entire hand next turn until the random 6. And this means they don't have a creativity in hand. Or it's just that they literally had no other land and could have only gone x1. There's a Blood Crypt. Is that persist? It's an Inquisition. Ooh, okay, that's kinda annoying. Not even thought these. Preserves their life total. It's these. It's one of the Guide of Souls. Interesting. That's another one? Ooh, Fatal Push against the Flage. Okay, that's rough. Does he attack? Doesn't attack. Oh. Do we get to kill the Ran 6? Even if he just gets rid of the elemental token that way. We have a thinker. And we also do have enough permanents in case he cards in grave, in case he removes something. We can just kill the Flip Fable. We'll need one more card in the yard. Another random 6, sure. Does he think the Ocelot? If he does, I'm actually not mad about that because this means that we can escape Flage. We could have just discharged that, I guess. Maybe I should have. Just make sure this is dead. Go for lethal right here. I think I'll try to do that. Nice. We take it. So Ghost Vacuum is a must. Celestial Purge is great. And I think I'll also take in the Mortal Rains. Static Prison doesn't seem too good. Ram Charm is good. I think we can, even though Flage was really good right here, I think we can shave Flage. I think we need some discharges, but I think we can also shave that because we do have Bombardment as our main remover. Let's just go with 3 Molten Rain, I guess. Getting off the lands can be an absolute nuisance for creativity. That's also one of the main reasons why creativity is so bad right now, because it just can't beat Sowing Microspawn for shit. If the Eldrazi matchup wasn't as bad, the deck would actually be pretty good right now. these. That's fine. That discard probably means that our opponent has a Ren and 6, so I'll just play the Elegant Parlor. We want a third land. We're good. Because now if he plays Ren and 6, we can dash Ragavan. And make sure we still ramp a bit. Dumping ground, Ren and 6. Basic forest. Opponent voluntarily grabs a basic forest right here. Interesting. Let's just dash the Ragavan. Opponent stops himself from having Dwarven Mine active for most of the game. Just don't loot away the Archon. Just loots away 2 lands. That's nice value with Ren and 6, but we're absolutely fine with that. I can't get over this basic forest. Like, how scared can you be for Blood Moon? We couldn't even have Blood Moon last turn. We could have still just gotten Stomping Ground for Ren and 6, grabbed up the foothills to be able to fetch 4 forests when I play the Blood Moon. A basic for another looting. Looting with Ren S6 is so good. It's a shame that Ren is almost pushed out of the format. He also shows me that he doesn't have any form of interaction right now, which I do appreciate. Already down to 7. One is probably sitting with Pyroclasms in his hand and is annoyed that Ragavan just goes back to hand. And I do feel that on a deep emotional level. No lightning bolt. There is a lightning bolt, okay. Onslaught is kinda sad against this random 6 now. You gotta do what you gotta do. And uptakes once more and wants to emblem probably. It's down to 6. Doesn't have a removal, Goblin Bombardment is just lethal. Inquisition. Of these pyramids is probably Pyroclasm right here. Remana, Vampire's Vengeance? That's an instant, he shouldn't cast it right now. Brotherhood's End, okay. That's pretty good, that's pretty good. But it also does hit the Ran 6. Let's just stay back. And prepare for Seasoned Pyromancer. Not sure if the opponent thought about the Brotherhood and preventing his Renold. Was he mit den Archon? Still no Archon. Still can just get rid of all the fetch land in the world. Ah, finally Dwarven Mine. Which makes looting, sure. Let's just activate all Seasoned Pyromancer, I guess. Rage Bombardment, multiple ways to kill our opponent right here. That's a nice one. One might have a removal spell for one of our elementals. That would still mean he goes down to 1. There's only Terrastodon in the yard. Is there another removal spell in our future? There is not. Let's move on. We finally won a die roll. Let's see if we can capitalize on that. And looks good. No slot into Bombardment and then see the Pyromancer. I won't complain. Marshlands, probably Mirror or Catramos. It looks like a source, probably a bucket from it. Cheerios? What year is it? We're playing against Jund Creativity and King Cheerios. What the fuck is going on? What? It is actual Cheerios. Opponent plays Pure Steel Paladin. Yeah, we'll have to get rid of that. Can't have our opponents down enough. So I think best to just play Seasoned Pyromancer and get rid of these two to have enough token to remove another threat. Good thing is Pure Steel Paladin and SRAM are both easy to remove for our bombardments. Yeah, that's probably it. What the fuck? Yeah, okay. Opponent also realized we do have too many buddies. That's hella interesting. So let's just stop him from casting stuff. Maybe a Wear Tear? I don't know. Threat Charm doesn't really seem necessary. Victory doesn't really seem too good. Lage Sorcery Speed. Something like this. Even though we didn't really cut that much top end, because Seasoned Pyromancer just provides so many buddies that Goblin Bombardment locks the floor. This hand is looking absolute gas. Keep. Good luck beating our Deafening Silence opponent. Next turn we play Goblin Bombardment, and then we can play Seasoned Pyromancer with enough buddies to lock the board again. Opponent might have Prismatic Ending into a combo. Another Thrum, so he's just full on going to draw all the cards in the world. But he doesn't get to do anything more. Hits us for 2, I guess, but that's not what we care about. Opponent, no Prismatic Ending for you now. Equips Thrum, sure. Fortunately, we couldn't cast him right here. There's the Ragavan. I think I'll just get rid of Thrum right here. I should have just gotten rid of the Pure Steel Paladin. That was stupid. I forgot you can make him tough.
No matter where you find yourself, no matter what kind of stuff is going on in your life, underneath it all, everything's actually alright. You're okay. You have more power than you might be giving yourself credit for. If you have something that's going on in your
Would have been a lock if we had gotten rid of the Pure Steel Paladin. That's my bad. How often does one play against Cheerios?
It's just a reminder to take a little bit better care of yourself. You're worth it. You can have this feeling anytime you choose.
Is it a Nature's Claim? Noxious Revival. Grabs back the Thrum, sure. Yeah, go ahead, draw that one card. Does he equip something on the throne? Wants to equip something, so let's just shoot him with the elementals. That's a 10 toughness pure steel paladin. That's pretty big. Not that it actually matters with our fledge in the yard, but it is pretty big. Another surveillant? There is a not. This is deafening silence, it's just shutting off so good. Did a bounce spell for deafening silence? Into the Floodmaw. Opponent. There is not. So this pretty much is it. Let's play our Ocelot Pride. We do have 2 Galvanic Discharge to even have enough damage to kill the Pure Steel Paladin. Blocks off Ledge. That's nice. Go to the end step. Make our cat token. Discharge the Paladin. Sacrifice 1 cat to kill it off. And now there's no way for opponent to come back. Let's go. Crazy League. Temur Prowess with Red Hot Arcane is blocking us out. Jund Creativity and Cheerios. That's a nice hand. So, game 4. With Tune 1. With all around really strange and interesting matchups. First round played against Temur Prowess. This looks to be the mirror. Then we played against Jund Creativity and Cheerios. Now probably the first matchup that's to be expected. Mills or Ragavan. That's good for us. It's always a good habit to first deploy the Goblin Bombardment, so they can't just kill the Ajani before we can flip it in response. Opponent plays an Ocelot, right? That's pretty nice for us. Can buff our guide, kill the Ocelot, and have a flipped Ajani on board. That's absolutely one of the best spots you can be in the mirror, especially game 1 when there is no potential Wrath of the Skies for a blowout moment. The opponent in the face. Take with the Guide of Souls and give it wings. Yeah, that's already almost an uncatchable spot. Unless we completely flood out with our Flage as insurance, even then it's pretty tough for our opponent. Unless he finds something like an Arena of Glory. Flage is one of the best ways for him to come back here because it answers the Ajani and gives him some sort of inevitability that can later on also remove our stuff. Onslaught is great here. You get a lot more life. Opponent once more. Biggest problem is that even an Arena of Glory right now wouldn't even do anything for our opponent because he doesn't have enough cards in the graveyard to escape Flage. Whereas we do have enough cards to escape Flage next turn. He even found the Arena of Glory. It's pretty nice, but as I already mentioned, just not enough. Especially on the draw, Wrath of the Skies is really good in the mirror. Ghost Vacuum is a great way to answer Flage, Wear Tear, Celestial Purge also against Flage, and Showdown for more grind. Ragavan, especially on the draw, is pretty bad in the mirror. On the play, you can actually keep Ragavan. Also get rid of the Static Prisons in case he has Wear Tear and stuff. And now there's one more card to shave. You can shave a Flage if you think he's on Surgical Extraction. Can shave Voice, you can shave an Ocelot Pride, there's lots of things you can just shave. Because getting rid of one doesn't really hurt too much, and I think I will get rid of one Voice of Victory. This hand is also looking really good. You can create early energy with Guide and Ocelot, make our opponent overextend and then just rub everything away while having Flage as the backup. It's not perfect because we don't really have proper early game removal, but gaining energy if he doesn't remove our stuff and only goes for aggression and then wrapping the board afterwards is a decent plan. Especially when he starts with a tapped land, it's good for us. Mills some value, but it's not a Flage, so we are not too mad. Let's just start with a Guide. Potentially get some energy next turn with Ocelot Pride. Opponent does pretty much the exact same that we want to do. But we are technically a mana ahead that we unfortunately don't draw. If we had drawn a remove with Wear Tear, it would have been really nice. That way it's still good because we do get the energy that if our opponent tries to overextend, we can just get him. Just play the Goblin Bombardment and we get to wipe everything away. Would be really good. Really good. It's not Jan. That's also pretty nice. Especially if there is no land drop behind it to potentially flip Dajani on his own accord. We will absolutely just let those go through, because we can't get rid of the flip Dajani right now. Just take it. Opponent doesn't have a third land drop, that's also nice for us. Let's look for a third land ourselves. That's a good one. And let's just reset everything. Could have also played Flage to destroy the Ajani and make our opponent overextend a little more. But I like to be a bit safer. Now, especially with our Fable as a front side to discard Flage next turn with our opponent not being able to interact between it. That's also pretty nice. The opponent has to nuke our yard before our Fable trigger resolves. What does he get rid of? He gets rid of the Fable. It's kind of risky, but it does prevent our Flage from doing anything right now. That's good insurance. It means we can just play Flage like this, get rid of the Ocelot Pride, and we do have insurance from an opposing Flage. Being stuck on 2 lands is so rough in the mirror. In some other matchups it doesn't really matter as much if it's against stuff like Storm or so, because you just need all the 1-drops and everything else doesn't really matter that much, and you also cut the top end. But not being able to double spell that efficiently and not being able to play stuff like Flage is almost game over. Okay, gets rid of our graveyard. Be expected. Interesting that he just did it right now, but I suppose it doesn't really matter too much. We could hold the land right here to discard it to the Fable, but I want to have more mana with our Ghost Vacuum. And we already have 1 card we will most likely discard in the Flage, unless there's something we have to remove right now. Like if he plays an Ajani. Keeps the card on top. Interesting. I'm not quite sure what it could be. The best thing for him to keep on top, I think, is the Wrath of the Skies of his own. Get rid of the Flage, keep the Ajani. Okay. If he does have another Wrath of the Skies, I would want to crack the Ghost Vacuum right now to be able to draw the card with the Seasoned Pyromancer. But if that's not the case, and if it's something else, like literally anything else, I want to keep the Ghost Vacuum for 1 more turn to get rid of the Ajani so we can flip our Ajani with it. With him giving us a Fable, it has to be the Wrath of the Skies, most likely. But it was another land. I missed the land drops before. Is it? He had the Wrath beforehand, okay. Okay. Yeah, that does hurt, that does hurt. Should have activated the Ghost Vacuum. I had the read on the Wrath, didn't play around it still. But we do get a lot of pressure from our Flage right here. That's not good enough. Nice. Even though I didn't play around the Ras, while I still had the read on it, we still win. That's good for us. One another dice roll, let's go. Great hand. Lots of 1-drops, a lot of aggression. Ragavan turn 1 can never go wrong. Let's go. Could have also leaded with a Guide of Souls, because second guide into another 1-drop does already pump. Fetch for basic swamp and Thoughtseize. Making sure our Ragavan sticks against the discard deck also is nice, especially because now we are 100%. Ooh! Keeps our Guide of Souls in hand. Let's see what you got, opponent. Is it the Mono Black Eldrazi build? Ooh, let's see what our opponent has. That's a nice hit. Oh ho! Okay. That's also a scary hand, because he does absolutely get to discard the Harvest of Misery to kill something. We have to get rid of one of the persists at least. Play our guides and hope we get pumped something to survive. That's a scary hand. Harvest of Misery is great against our deck. That's unfortunate. That's also quite unfortunate. I will keep a land on top. Harvest does just a bot wipe next turn. And he can get rid of our Ragavan, so we don't even get to play one of our 2 spells. Feels bad. Feels bad. Jund Reanimator. Oh, that's even more disgusting. The bitter triumph to get rid of him. So he has the Archon in the yard. What a top deck. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Yeah, sacrifice. Let's get rid of our Flage. That's nasty. Let's try to find something. That's the thing. That for sure is a thing. Let's also buff him so he doesn't die to the Harvester. That for sure was a good top deck. Opponent has a Faceless Looting. Discards Harvester and another Archon. Malevolent Rumble. Can't take this, can't take this, can't take this. Has to take the Emperor of Bones, but that's okay for us. That's pretty much best case scenario because it is just lethal. Get rid of the blocker, have a card in grave for Flage. That was a close one. Damn! That Ragavan hit was absolute MVP. Celestial Purge. Galvanic Discharge probably is absolute garbage. Ghost Vacuum seems necessary. And the other stuff is kind of a mystery. Not sure if Weird does anything. Let's just run it back like this and see where it takes us. And also looks pretty good. We have this Raven Charm to interact with Persist. Just go for the God of Souls. Harvester of Miseries is really interesting. I don't, except for Spoiler Season, I've ever seen the card. But the -2/-2 actually is a pretty okay removal spell right now, because so many threats are only 2 toughness. We have pretty much everything in energy except for Flage and Voice of Victory that can be killed like that. And it's a board wipe. Being able to cast it for 5 mana also isn't too bad. I'm kind of afraid that there's a bitter triumph with him pitching a creature in our future. So I'll just keep up my mana. It's just a fatal push, okay? We can deal with that. Opponent is missing a land drop. Let's just play Fable, make it slow, and if he does have a scary removal next turn, we can, depending on what he reanimates, we can go Ajani's Raven Charm to remove it. Is there a Bitter Triumph now? It is a Bitter Triumph into the Archon. The Archon is also too big for us to answer it that way. Shifting Woodlands as well. There is a Persist. Let's get rid of the Season Pyromancer. Oh, so this got beyond. Yeah. I had a hinge there as a Bitter Triumph into the target. Should have listened to it. That's nice. Especially because it exiled, so we can't get it back. We're just lucky finding our answers to the Archons right here. It's not like against the creativity player earlier where we actually had a plan answer. One just skips his turn. It's interesting. Let's see if the Ragavan connects. Didn't expect him to. Opponent knows that we have this Raven Charm, but I think we still have to just keep it up. And end of turn exile his yard if he doesn't do anything. Level and Rumble. Can only grab the Swamp. Get rid of his graveyard. really interesting inclusions. I mean, this guy just died to Flage, but also being able to play it early game and being not too bad Reanimator target is kind of interesting. Yes. Okay. But it doesn't really impact the board, so this one, I think it's just kind of cute. Whereas the Harvester actually seems to be really good. That's just a bit annoying, but we still have lethal on board. Well, it does have the persist, and it does have lifelink. If we just attack with, we can just give Flage flying zone. Nice.